been hearing a lot of people talk about turning down the rhetoric, turning down the temperature. I've seen videos where on both sides where people talk about words are violence and using particular words is what stokes violence, and I don't think that's really the issue. I think the problem is that we don't talk enough. Those of us who have a different view than what we perceive as the prevailing view of our coworkers, our family, friends, people that we interact with day to day, teachers in our schools, we perceive that they have a totally different view, whether that's from the media or whatever it is, and we don't talk about what we actually believe as Christians. And so we stuff it down, we're silent, we don't want to make waves, we're quiet, we don't want to talk. And then what happens is after that's stuffed down and then something bad happens, obviously like Charlie getting shot and killed, or something else happens, and then all that anger from being stuffed down, it just boils up, and then we react. And we react emotionally, we react in anger and say, that's it, that's enough. I'm just going to be bold. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. And really, we should have been doing that all along, but we don't have to do it in anger. I think the problem is people don't know what we actually believe. They only hear snippets of videos taken out of context. They hear all these kinds of things. When Charlie talked to people, that's what he was really about, trying to get them to think about why they believe what they believed. What's wrong with that? And then so many people just took snippets of that, and then they said, oh, look, he's saying all these terrible things. But no, he was just trying to get people to think about what they believe, why they believe what they believe. And that's the same with you and I. I just challenge you, why do you believe what you believe? Where does that information come from? You know, when you watch videos of somebody with an opposing view, take the whole thing in context. Don't listen to snippets. Go to the source. Look at what they're saying. Listen to it for a good 5-10 minutes and before you really make up your mind. Christians, let us not be like the world that just reacts with pure emotion. Let's mourn. Let's grieve. You can be angry, but let's direct it in the way that God wants, with gentleness, with respect. And we've got to continue to do the work we've been called to do. The problem is when Christians are silent. Stop being silent. Be bold. Be bold doesn't mean be mean. Just means speak your heart, speak your mind about what you really believe with the people around you. Let them know where you are. And you know what? I think that they'll respect that a lot more than you just being quiet, stuffing it down until you can't take it anymore.